house or not, the suspense in this video keeps you on the edge of your seat right till the end. So that's why it earns a spot in the top 10 scariest ghost videos of the year. A Place of Nightmares. Over a 6-month period, Colombian Twitter user Don Paramo recounted a very chilling story which took place in his new apartment. Paramo's spooky Twitter tale starts when he moves into a new apartment with his cat Octavio. He was amazed that he had been able to find such a spacious, fully furnished apartment with a private balcony for such a low price. But things soon took a turn toward the bizarre. His cat Octavio, who is usually very friendly and gentle, becomes withdrawn and aggressive. Paramo finds objects move from one place to another and starts to hear strange sounds at night, especially in his bedroom.
Me he olvidado contarles lo de la cama. Resulta que me mudé acá y pues, como les dije, había los muebles, estaba una cama de cedro y resulta que 2 veces me he despertado porque escucho que alguien ronca durísimo a mi lado. Y pues cuando me despierto, pues obviamente nadie puede estar roncando porque vivo solo, pero los ronquidos se escuchan durísimo.
Don Paramo even says that sometimes he wakes up feeling as if someone has nudged or touched him in his sleep. He talks to a neighbor and learns that a mentally disturbed man named Tito passed away in his apartment. He died in the very same bed that Don Paramo has been sleeping in. The man's body wasn't found by the landlord until weeks after his death. By this time, on his Twitter account, Don Paramo has built up a large following. After many audience requests, he decides to do a live Periscope stream from his apartment. What happens on the live stream shocks everyone viewing to their core. First, everything is going fine. Don Paramo gives a casual live tour of his home. But 3 minutes into the stream, things take a turn towards the horrific.
Y más cosas. Y lo otro que encontré nuevo fue como un hueco que hay en la parte de afuera. Por la parte de la terraza hay una especie de hueco que no sé a dónde va y se los voy a mostrar.
Did you see it? Watch again. As Don Paramo passes by his bedroom, someone or something seems to be lying in his bed. Something dark and terrifying. Paramo doesn't even notice and continues his house tour. Later, when he returns to the bedroom, the bed is empty and there is no evidence that anything was ever there.
No, acá no hay nada. Pues Octavio estaba aquí, pero se salió nada más, yo salí. Bueno.
Don Paramo's story about the strange feeling that someone was sleeping next to him, and then this dark shape in his bed, makes for one of the creepiest stories and one of the strangest live feeds I've ever seen. The Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. The YouTube channel Ghosts of Carmel, Maine is always a viewer favorite here on the channel, but this particular video really seemed to put a fright into many viewers, ranking it as one of the year's scariest.
Okay, there he is, in the window again. Went under the bed.
Now, if you're wondering why Kent's reaction is so casual in a situation that would absolutely horrify most of us, well, he says he's had hundreds of these bizarre encounters while living in his haunted home.
You guys say something or do something. Oh my God. No.
To see all of Kent's ghost investigations, check out his channel, Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. The Cage. In the small town of St. Osyth in Essex, UK, there is a very old abandoned prison called The Cage. The prison is unique in that for over 400 years, it served as a jail to confine and execute women convicted of witchcraft. Paranormal researcher Brian Mack and his crew went to the site to perform an investigation into the supposed supernatural activity in the prison. While there, the crew said that they heard strange footsteps and whispers, lights thrown off by themselves, and members of the crew were bitten or pinched by something that they couldn't see. The experience was so frightening that some crew members actually refused to continue with the investigation. But the creepiest and most bizarre experience of all came when Brian Mack's team attempted to perform a seance, while Brian observed from the other room.
Face has completely changed. Doesn't he look like a person?
Right, Debbie, you need to come down here for a minute, please. Weird. Eyes are black.
The seance begins, one of the women's face seems to transform and contort in a horrifying way. Her nose seems to grow and her mouth curves into a bizarre, inhuman grin.
Face has completely changed. Doesn't he look like a person?
Right, Debbie, you need to come down here for a minute, please. Weird. Eyes are black.
The researchers become worried and call the woman out of the room. It was later found that even though the woman had been wearing several layers of thick clothing, she had a bizarre burn mark down the back of her neck. After the investigation, the woman says that she had horrible nightmares and experienced strange things around her home. As for why this video was included in the scariest videos list, well, this face. And I think that's all the explanation needed. When horror becomes horror. This next clip was sent in to me by Andrew Barahona, a filmmaker for Board Film Studios. Andrew was filming a scene for a horror movie in the historic and allegedly very haunted Doña Ana County Courthouse in New Mexico. In the scene they are filming, the actress Chelsea is meant to be acting overcome with fear, because in the movie scene the killer is supposed to be stalking her through the building's hallways. But acting frightened soon turns into very real terror. Are the only ones on the third floor of the courthouse, but suddenly a startling and very real door slam can be heard from somewhere nearby. Then both of them hear some very odd whispering that sounds like it's right in the room with them.
And so at the time, I had the camera in my hand, and I almost reacted immediately when I heard it. It was like it was next to me. And so she said she saw something behind me, and we just booked it.
Now, of course, since this clip came from a professional filmmaker, I was especially skeptical. But I think the footage, along with their very believable reactions, speaks for itself. A terrifying tour. This next video is especially unique because it doesn't involve your typical group of ghost hunters. This video was taken by Adelaide's Haunted Horizons Ghost Tours. This tour group is exploring the supposedly haunted Tailem Town Church in South Australia. The people that you see in this video are all random tour participants, not paranormal researchers. They have no reason to fake their reactions. So, first the tour group's camera and light batteries begin to drain mysteriously. Then very strange things begin to happen to the tour participants. And if you think maybe that guy was just a bit unstable or perhaps having a bad day, well, he's not the only tour member who has a very frightening experience.
To stop tours completely. Because it would spoil the game.
Your head is shaking like crazy. That's how I have been since my baby.
Well, we can either keep going or we can call it a quit.
No, I think this is what you come for. Yeah, it's what we signed up for.
This is quite
Later in the video, in another area of the church, the tour member says he feels like he's been hit hard in the shoulder by some unseen force. Unfortunately, the camera only catches the audio of the event.
He has a scratch on him.
I don't know. It should be up the front. Where is the scratch?
On my shoulder. See this here?
Oh my gosh.
Look how well it shows up on this. You just sign that.
Yeah, that's going to be better than any of
I'll just hold it up for a second.
Look at that, Ryan. Are you sort of freaked out by that? Because I'm like, really?
Jesus.
But in the end, no worries, all of the ghost tour participants made it out okay. Now, none of these people were so-called professional ghost hunters. They were simply tourists, so they had nothing to gain from acting scared, making this video one of the most believable pieces of paranormal evidence I've ever seen, and earning it a top spot. So that's the top 10 scariest videos of the year. As always, I'm certainly not trying to convince you that any of the clips are real. So it's up to you. Are these real ghosts caught on camera? Or is each and every one of them just an elaborate hoax? You decide. I'll see you next year with even more brand new creepy ghost videos. In the meantime, if you see something that would be perfect for the top 5, or if you captured something yourself, email me at nukestop5@gmail.com. And follow me on Twitter at nukestop5. And Happy New Year, everyone.
Sì, duro lo duro c'è Zora, solo comunque il giri.